You know what surprised me? After losing 200 pounds, I realized my routine actually looks a lot like Melissa McCarthy's. And I didn't expect that. Because let's be honest, I am not a celebrity. I don't have a personal chef, a trainer, or millions of dollars to spend on a transformation. But I saw a clip where she talked about her routine. And I had this moment like, wait a minute, that's kind of what I do. And yet our why, our experience, and our road to get there, very, very different. So let me tell you what I mean. But first, let me just say, I have always loved Melissa McCarthy. She's hilarious. She's real. She's never tried to be the Hollywood ideal. And I've always respected that. I remember watching Mike and Molly years ago and thinking she is just owning it. Her energy, her confidence, her boldness. Meanwhile, I was over here hiding from the cameras, trying not to take up too much space. She made me laugh at a time in my life when I wasn't laughing very much. And even though I didn't realize it back then, a part of me really admired how she showed up in the world unapologetically. So now, seeing her talk so openly about how she made changes for herself without shame or obsession, and realizing that my routine has started to look a lot like that, it made me pause. It kind of made me proud because this time I didn't copy someone else. I found a way to something that worked for me. And it just so happens that it does look a lot like what I used to admire from afar. So yes, I have lost weight. And my routine, turns out, looks a lot like Melissa McCarthy's. But I didn't follow her celebrity plan. I became the version of me that the old me used to look up to. But I am living proof that you can change your life without a crash diet, without shame, and without giving up your sanity. And today, I want to talk about how my routine, this regular, real life, food addict in recovery routine, actually overlaps with what you've probably seen in those Melissa McCarthy weight loss articles, but also where it's wildly different and why that matters. Okay, so let's talk about the basics first. In a few interviews, Melissa talked about her weight loss and what changed for her. And the things she mentioned, simple stuff, not flashy, not extreme. She said, I stopped constantly worrying about it, and I just stopped overthinking it. I kind of just started making better choices. She talked about cutting back on processed foods, eating real meals, getting to sleep on time, and moving her body consistently. And when I heard that, I was like, oh wow, that is basically what I have done. For me, the biggest change wasn't just what I ate, it was how I lived. I started going to bed earlier. I stopped skipping meals and binging at night. I started moving more, even just a walk around the block. And I stopped living in this all or nothing and I'm going to start over Monday mindset. So when people ask me now, Carrie, what's your secret? It's kind of boring on paper, but it's powerful in practice. Just like Melissa said, it wasn't about doing something wild. It was about doing the right things over and over and over again. But here's where my journey veers off. I'm a food addict, and I didn't always know that. I didn't know that the reason I kept binging or hiding food or eating to numb emotions or spiraling after a single bad meal was because food had become my drug. I wasn't dealing with just habits. I was dealing with a dependency. So while my routine looks a lot like Melissa McCarthy described, real food, movement, better sleep, and no drama, what I had to go through to get there, totally different. I had, personally, to cut out salt, oil, and refined sugar. And not because it was the next trendy thing to do, but because I couldn't moderate those things. For me, moderation meant prolonging addiction. It meant I had to white knuckle it until I cracked. And believe me, I cracked over and over again for years until I finally realized this isn't about weight loss, it's about freedom. I didn't need just another plan. I needed to heal myself. So when I saw people talking about Melissa's 75-pound weight loss and how she simplified her life, it honestly made me pause, because for the first time, I didn't feel the urge to roll my eyes at another celebrity success story. I actually thought, yeah, I get it. It's not about perfection. It's not about restriction. It's not about having access to something magical that the rest of us don't. It's about doing what actually supports your body and mind consistently. And it made me realize that what I have been building for myself was a way of living that wasn't punishment, it was peace. Here's the difference though, and this is the part I really want you to hear. When Melissa McCarthy talked about her weight loss, she said, I just stopped overthinking it. And while that is a beautiful and freeing shift, as a food addict, I couldn't just stop thinking about food, because food had become my best friend and my comfort and my reward and my escape. And if I didn't retrain my brain, I would keep running back to food every time life got hard. So yeah, my routine looks simple now, but it came with years of unlearning, years of grief, years of starting and stopping and trying again. I couldn't skip that part. I had to learn how to sit with the discomfort. I had to learn how to stop using food to cope. I had to learn how to forgive myself and keep going, even when I messed up. And the truth is, that's why I'm still here, still healing, and still moving forward. It wasn't because I copied someone else's routine, but because I made one that fit my recovery. If you're watching this and thinking, but Carrie, I have tried all the things. I can't even get through one day without spiraling. I want to remind you, it's okay if your routine looks different right now. It doesn't have to be fancy. You don't need a celebrity plan. You don't need a perfect fridge full of chopped veggies and prepped quinoa. You just need to stop quitting on yourself. That's where everything changes. Start with one promise to yourself. Maybe that's drinking water first thing in the morning, or going to bed before midnight, or eating one meal made of real healing foods. Start there, because you don't build a healthy life overnight. You build it with small, consistent, self-loving actions. Just in case you're curious, here's what my routine looks like right now. I eat 3 meals a day, no snacks, no grazing. I eat whole plant-based food, no salt, no oil, no refined sugar. I walk or move my body daily, even if it's just stretching or cleaning the house. I journal a lot. I prep my food in a way that makes it easy for me. And I get outside, even if it's just for 5 minutes of sunshine every day. I protect my sleep like medicine. And I remind myself every day, I am not doing this to be skinny. I am doing this to be healthy and free. So yeah, this worked for me. And my routine, turns out, looks a lot like Melissa McCarthy's. But the truth is, I made it mine. Built with trial and error, with grace and healing, and with a mindset that finally stopped trying to shrink me just to be accepted. If any part of this video made you feel seen, drop a comment and let me know where you're at in your journey. Also, I made you a free 5-step roadmap to help you on your journey. If you're interested in that, comment freedom and I will send you the link. If you enjoyed this video, then you might like this one right here. Why people who have tried everything must start focusing on mindset first. It'll help you shift your mindset so that you can actually stay consistent and feel good about doing it. Until our next conversation, stay kind to yourself, eat like you love yourself, and keep going. You're doing better than you think. And build a life that actually feels like freedom. Bye.